Hello guys, this is a new Leetcode question called find valid matrix given row and column sums. Okay, so here in this question we are given the like if we are given a matrix, okay, we are given a matrix M. We have its row sum. For example, this is 3, this is 8, and this is 4, this is 7. Okay, so we need to find the let's take the first element as x, second element as y, third element as z, fourth element as a. So we need to find the values of x, comma y, comma z, comma a. Okay, we just need to find this. So like how can we do it? The most common approach that we can use is like we use in maths is just take the minimum element. Okay, for example, let's take this example. And yeah, as you can see in the for the x value, 3 is the smallest for 3 and 4. Okay, so we can just take put the value of x as 3. Okay, we can just put the value of x as 3, and we will subtract this from 3 from this, so it will be 0, and also 3 from this, it will be 1, because we are adjusting the value of x as per our row sum and column sum. Okay, then okay, so now we will take it as 4. Let's yeah, 1. Now let's take the value for y. Okay, for y, for if we take 0 and 7, 0 is the smallest, so the value of x will be 0. Okay, y, sorry, the value of y will be 0, as 0 is minimum for this and this. Okay, so it will be 0, and if we are subtracting 0 from this, it will be 0, and from this it will be 7. Okay, if we are subtracting 0. And let's take for z now. Okay, for z, 1 and 8, we have to compare this and this. Okay, so 1 is smallest, so uh, we will just use 1 as z. Okay, we can just put 1 as z. Okay, so we will just put 1 as z. Yeah, 1, and this will be 0 now because subtracting from 1. Okay, and we will subtract this, so it will be also 1. Sorry, we will also 7 from 1 from 8, so it will be 7. Now we'll get for a, and this is 7 and this is 7, both are same, so we can just replace it. Okay, we can just replace it a and write 7 there because both are same. So we can just write 7 here. Okay, and we will subtract it, it will be 0, it will be 0. Okay, so this is a simple example. Okay, let's take another example. Okay, suppose let's take a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, let's take a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, we have a 3 by 3 matrix, and we are given the row sum as 5, 7, 10, and a column sum as 8, 6, 8. Okay, so we need to find suppose this value now. Okay, so for this it will be 5 and 8, we have to compare. So 5 is smallest, so we will just put 5 here. Okay, we'll just put 5 here. Okay, and just subtract it, it will be 0, and this will be 3. Okay, uh, yeah, this will be 3. Now we will get for compare for this value. Okay, so for this value, 0 and 6, 0 is the smallest, so we can just write 0 here. For this value, we need to compare 8 and 0. 0 will be the smallest here. Okay, so we can just compare, add 0 here. Okay, then for this value, we need to compare 3 and 7. So 3 is smallest, so we'll add 3 here, and it will be 0 now, and it will be 4. Okay, and then for this value, 6 and 4, 4 is smallest, so we'll write 4 here, and you will subtract it 4 from here and 4 from here. Okay, 2, 0 and 2. For this value, we need to check 8 and 0. It will be 0. So you just write 0 and it will be 8. And for this, we have to compare 0 and 10. And 0 is small, so it will be 0 here. For this, we have to compare 2 and 10. 2 is small, so 2 will be here. And we will subtract this away and we'll write 0. Okay. And subtract it, so it will be 8 now. Now for this, we have to compare 8 and 8. So it will be 8 now. And both will be 0 and 0. Okay. So we just need to return this matrix as answer. Okay. So let's see the code. So this is the code. Let's see the code from scratch. Okay. So here we'll create a matrix with of zeros, which will save everything. Okay. So it will be like zeros star length of our row sum, and we'll iterate till our columns. Okay. For underscore in range length of call sum. Okay, so it will return the column sum. It will create 2D matrix of row, number of rows and number of columns. Okay, now it create a pointer of at is zero to initial pointer. Okay, or to our row and column sum. Okay, so now we will just iterate the row sum and column sum and calculate it. Okay, so I less than length of row sum and j less than length of column sum. Okay, so we need, now for the matrix I and j, the element for a particular element. Suppose we are taking the zeroth element first now. So for zeroth element, we need to find the minimum from the row and column. Okay, so it will be minimum uh, row of row sum of I, comma column sum of j. Okay, and then yeah, we will subtract the value of the matrix from the row and column sum. Okay, to reduce it. So it will be row sum of I equal to, so we subtract it. So minus equal to matrix subtract it uh, I j. Okay, and column sum same as j. Okay, is minus equal to matrix I j. Okay, so now we have to compare. If it's zero, we will just go forward. Okay, if row sum of I equal to 0, I plus equal to 1. Okay, else we will just increase some column sum. Okay, it will be 0, so it will just increase it equal to 1. Okay, and we will just return the matrix. That's on it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mm, yeah. What's that? Assignment out of range. Okay. What do I? Uh, yeah, let me check. Okay. Yeah, I have always. Okay. Column sum, because we need to check the column and the number of rows sum. Okay. So now let's check it. Because there can be a 2 cross 3 matrix or 3 cross 2 matrix. So it can just give the error in some cases. Yeah. It was accepted 99.2%. Yeah. It's getting, yeah, so it's one of the most efficient approach. If you have any other approach, please comment down. Thank you.